Pat, you alright?
Hi, Sophie.
Yeah, can you see everything?
Yep.
Yeah, what about up here? Can you hear me?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Brilliant, right. See you in a sec.
Yeah, see you in a sec.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm really good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thanks.
Oh, it's good to be back, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
Me too. Although it's empty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we still rehearsing?
Yeah, I think so.
So are we streaming it then?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Oh, but what about the audience interaction?
Yeah, we're going to have to cut that.
But the panto bit, I mean, that's like a third of the show. And it's almost pretty much all audience interaction.
Yeah, it's going to have to go, because, I mean, we can't encourage the kids to scream at us.
Comedy fresh.
Yeah.
Morning. Ooh,
morning.
Hi.
Right, would you like the good news or the bad news?
Good news.
Good news, okay. The good news is we are still going to try and do the live show. It is going to be after Christmas now, though.
Yeah, but it's a Christmas show.
I know. But Pat thinks he's got some ways of tweaking it, making it less Christmassy. Which does lead me to the bad news. Pat's not here today, he's not very well.
Oh.
It's not the virus or anything, he's just a bit under the weather. But that's why the camera's there. He can see and hear us, he's going to rehearse from...
Morning, guys.
Oh,
All right.
Pat, hello. Oh, bless you, you're not very well.
Yeah, I've just had the squits and stuff. Been up all night.
So, Pat, is it right that this isn't now going to be... It's not going to be a Christmas show?
Yeah, because how's that going to work? Because it's called a proper Victorian Christmas, and it's all about what the Victorians used to do at Christmas.
Well, now it's going to be a proper Victorian winter. So, whenever the script says Christmas, just change it to winter.
Yeah, but all the songs are Christmas carols.
Yeah, they are, Dec, but, you know, we could still use some of them. In the Bleak Midwinter, that's really just about winter. The Holly and the Ivy, that's kind of just about holly and ivy, you know, winter stuff. Look, we'll give it a try. We'll go from the top and we'll run up to the first song, which is in the Bleak Midwinter, which is a lovely winter song.
Sorry, just before we start, I've just had a message from Anna. She's not going to make it today either. She's stuck on a B road in some flooding.
Okay, so, would you do me a favour? Yeah, would you fill in for her?
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I can do that for today.
Yeah, well, you know the songs and stuff, and it'll really help Dec and Lynne out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant, guys. I tell you what, let's run it from the top, and we'll run it up to in the Bleak Midwinter, but whenever the script says Christmas...
Change it to winter.
Change it to winter. That's the one. Let's give it a try.
All right.
Here we go.
In at the deep end.
I know.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening to you all.
And welcome to our proper Victorian winter.
Yes, merry winter to you all.
Yes, merry winter to you all.
And what would winter be without a proper Victorian winter choir singing the nation's favourite winter carol in the Bleak Midwinter?
So,
Oh, yeah.
In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron,
How was that?
Yeah, that was fine. Yeah, carry on and we'll see what the next bit's like.
The Victorian winter was a very different affair to the commercial winter we know today. In Victorian times, winter was all about the birth of our Lord, Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry to stop you there, but this all sounds quite Christmassy still to me.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to work, Pat. The whole show's very Christmassy.
Oh, Pat, the next song is actually We Three Kings.
Yeah, and this whole section's pretty much about the birth of Jesus.
I mean, the birth of Jesus is quite Christmassy, isn't it? That?
It is very Christmassy.
Dictionary definition of Christmassy.
Yeah, it is quite Christmassy. Right. Okay, leave out all the birth of Jesus stuff and jump to the Holly and the Ivy. Introduce it as a lovely Victorian winter song about winter plans. Just improvise, Dec. See what comes to you.
Okay. The Victorian winter was in many ways like ours. They had the same evergreens growing in the country.
Yes, and the Victorian Winter Choir used to enjoy celebrating these evergreens with songs like this one.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
The holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown, of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly bears the crown. Oh, the rising of the sun, and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. The holly bears a blossom as white as lily flower, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ to be our dear Saviour. Oh, the rising of the sun, and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. The holly bears a berry as red as any blood, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ to do poor sinners good. Oh, the rising of the sun, and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. The holly bears a prickle as sharp as any thorn, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ on Christmas Day in the morn. Oh, the rising of the sun, and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir.
Yeah, it's quite Christmassy, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, very Christmassy.
There is quite a bit about Jesus being born.
He gets born several times.
Yeah. It is quite Jesus-y.
Oh.
Right, okay. Right, we won't do the carols. Let me have a think. Well, maybe we could do some normal hymns or maybe some traditional English folk songs. I mean, do we know any?
Scarborough Fair.
Oh, yeah. Is that Victorian-y?
Oh, I don't know.
I can Google it, hang on.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, whilst I'm doing that, why don't we all have a Google and see what we can come up with?
Yeah, good idea, Sophie. Yeah, let's all have a Google. We'll pick some songs we like and then we'll rehearse them.
All right.
Right, guys, let's run that from the top.
Good evening, everyone,
Yes, good evening to you all.
and welcome to winter in Victorian Britain.
Picture the scene. Snow is laying on the ground.
Logs are crackling on the fire.
The streets of Leek are lit with the warm glow of gas lamps.
There is no television,
There is no radio.
yet under the warm glow of the gas lamp stands a traditional Victorian choir.
Entertaining the neighbourhood with sweet melodies like this one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night. Guardian angels, God will send thee all through the night. Soft the drowsy eyes of
was that?
Actually, Dec, that was pretty good, yeah. We'll run with that. I'll tell you what, I'll rewrite all the intros and we'll go with those new songs. Soph, would you do me a favour? Would you send them to Anna so she can practice them?
Yeah, okay. Shall we call it a day there then for today?
Yeah.
Go home and practice the new stuff?
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for today, guys.
thank you.
Brilliant
Thanks,
stuff.
Pat.
See you in the morning.
See ya. See ya.
Morning.
Morning.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm struggling a bit with some of these harmonies, though.
Oh, I know, yeah, but we'll get there, won't we?
Yeah, of course we will.
Oh no, Pat, are you there still? You're not well?
Yeah,
Again?
I'm afraid so, Lynn. Still not right.
Hey, where's Anna?
I don't know.
Morning.
Oh, morning.
Morning.
Hiya.
Would you like the good news or the bad news?
Good news.
Yeah. Okay, so good news. We've got some new song intros for you. So we'll go over those in a minute. And we have a new show title. It's now called In the Leek Midwinter.
Oh, I
I like it. I think it works. So yeah, bad news. Still no Anna. Her car got waterlogged in the flooding yesterday, and she's got no other way of getting here.
Of course she hasn't.
Okay. Soph, would you mind filling in
I
for
can
us?
step in again. It's fine.
Brilliant stuff. Right, let's go from where we left off yesterday. The next section was going to be the panto bit, but we're scrapping that.
Oh, good.
But don't worry, Dec, you still get to be a dame.
Uh-huh.
Soph, would you show Dec his new costume and go for the new song with him?
Yeah. Oh, come on, Dad, you're gonna love it. It's great.
Right.
Music halls were popular entertainment on cold winter nights in Victorian England. Originating in bars and saloons, they were a relaxed affair for the masses, and cads like me, scoff scoff, bish bosh, ding-a-ling, knick-knack, rompy-bumpy, hurrah! Unlike theatres, the patrons could eat, drink and cavort. And let me tell you, I've done my fair share of cavorting with the young ladies of Leek. Scoff scoff, bish bosh, ding-a-ling, knick-knack, rompy-bumpy, hurrah! They could do their cavorting whilst also being entertained by singers, dancers, mimes, comedy acts, male impersonators, and female impersonators, just like our very own Delilah Wilson!
I don't think this is a good replacement for the panto, Pat. I don't think the kids are going to like it. In fact, I think it's going to scare them.
We'll just give it a try, Dec, and we'll see.
Ah.
You look great, Dec. The kids are going to love that.
I highly doubt that. I love my little cat, I do. Its coat is oh so warm. It comes each day with me to school and sits upon the form. When teacher says, "Why do you bring that little pet of yours?" I tell her that I bring my cat along with me because Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
I've got a little cat, I'm very fond of that, but I'd rather have the bow wow wow. We used to have two tiny dolls, such pretty little dears, but Daddy sold them 'cause they used to bite each other's ears. I cried all day at 8 that night, Papa sent me to bed. When Ma came home and wiped my eyes, I cried again and said, Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
I got a little cat, very fond of that, but I'd rather have the bow wow wow. I'll be so glad when I get old to do just as I please. I'll have a dozen bow wows then, a parrot and some bees. Whenever I see a tiny pet, I'll kiss the little thing. 'Twill remind me of the time gone by when I would cry and sing. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
I've got a little cat, I'm very fond of that, but I'd rather have the bow wow wow. Yes, I'd rather have the bow wow wow. Oh, how was that?
I liked the bumming.
Come again?
I liked the bumming.
Oh, do you mean like the bumming?
Yeah, bumming. Actually, do you know what? I liked it all. Yeah, that's a keeper deck. Right, the next section is about Victorian melodrama. You're going to be introducing that bit, Deck.
Dressed like this?
Yeah. Soph, would you go and find Deck his intro?
Yeah, okay.
Are you drinking red wine?
No, it's cranberry juice.
And you're drinking it out of a wine glass?
Yeah.
After the English Restoration, British theatres were forbidden from performing serious drama without a patent. It wasn't until the Theatres Act in 1843 that small theatres, like this one, were finally allowed to perform spoken drama. This gave rise to the popularity of the Victorian melodrama, where the action often followed the hideous deeds of the villain, which was played with cloak-waving, moustache-twirling gusto by the actor.
I am the villain of this piece. It is my dastardly actions you will follow. I have a plan that involves treachery, deceit, lust, and murder. There is a hero. And his damsel. At least there is for now. I intend to destroy the hero and take his damsel. I am willing to deceive him, blame him for my crimes, and even murder him in order to have my wicked way with his girl. If my deceptions fail and she will not have me, then I will take her by force. If she still will not have me, I will be forced to murder her in the most brutal manner. For if I cannot have her, no one can.
Fear not, for I am the hero, and I will thwart his deadly plan.
How was that?
Oh, I think he's asleep.
Yeah, he's asleep.
It's probably because he's not well.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, he's not well. Well, anyway, lovely work, both of you. And let's call it a day, and I'll see you same time tomorrow.
Oh, thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks, Giles. Night, night, Pat.
Suppose.
Yeah, how are you? Good news, bad news.
Oh, no. Good news.
Actually, yeah, there isn't any good news. I mean, besides the fact that we're all still alive and corona-free. Yay. But yeah, bad news. Still, no Anna. And I've got the distinct impression now that she actually doesn't want to do it anymore. I've tried ringing her and her boyfriend answered and said, "What have you done to her? She's not right." And then he said something about breaking her or something. I mean, it was odd. So anyway, I don't think she's coming back. So that does mean that I'm going to have to be in the show as well now. It's not ideal, I know, but I mean, it can still happen.
Yeah,
so.
it'd be amazing, honestly.
Morning, guys.
Oh, morning.
Oh, look. Pat's still not here.
Yeah, I'm still not well, Dec. Right, so, has Sophie told you the news?
Yeah.
Well, I, for one, think it's a good thing. Sophie's going to be great.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll have a lot on her plate. She's still assisting me. But, she enjoys a challenge. Don't you, Soph? Yeah. Anyway, sorry I dozed off yesterday. It's the illness. I've been kept awake a bit. Soph said you finished the melodrama bit.
We did, yeah.
I won't go back over that. Soph said it was great, and I trust her. I was thinking about adding a new song here.
What?
Have you heard of TikTok?
Oh, yes, I like TikTok.
Yeah.
Right, well, yeah, I hadn't heard of TikTok, but anyway, I was watching the news yesterday,
Please don't say
and
it.
apparently all the kids on this TikTok
Please don't say
are
it.
loving sea shanties.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I was thinking maybe to grab a few young people in to watch the show, maybe we could do a sea shanty. Because, they were around in Victorian times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe not in Leek, though.
Yeah, Leek's about as far away from the sea as you can get, Pat.
Yeah, it is, Dec, but, the Victorians like to go to the seaside for their holidays.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it, Lynne? So we could talk about that or something.
Yeah.
So, would you go and find a sea shanty arrangement? Oh, and rehearse it with the guys. And, yeah, we'll see what that sounds like. I'll see you in an hour.
Okay.
He's just crowbarring stuff into the show now.
Oh. We've just been to the seaside. We Victorians really love going to the seaside. It's what we do for our holidays. Whilst we were on holiday at the seaside, we heard some fishermen singing this rousing tune.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Way-oh, 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 blow the man down. Way-oh, 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 blow the man down.
Oh, blow the man down, Johnny, blow him right down to me.
Way, blow the man down. Oh, blow the man down for £0.50. Give me some time to blow the man down.
As I was walking down Paradise Street to me.
Way, blow the man down. A sassy flash clipper I chanced for to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down. Oh, blow the man down. Oh, blow the man down.
To me.
Way, blow the man down. Oh, blow the man down for £0.50.
crown. Give me some time to blow the man down. Way-oh, 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 blow the man down. Way-oh, 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 blow the man down.
Come on, you young sailor man, listen to me with a way.
Blow the man down. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Give me some time to blow the man down.
Oh no, Mr. Policeman, I know you are wrong to me.
Way, blow the man down. A deep water sailor from back from beyond. Give me some time to blow the man down. Oh, blow the man down.
Johnny,
Oh, blow the man down.
to me.
Way, blow the man down. Oh, blow the man down for a half a crown. Give me some time to blow the man down. Way, oh,
Way, oh,
way, oh, blow the man down. Way, oh,
way, oh,
way, oh, blow the man down.
There's tinkers, there's tailors, shoemakers, and all with a
Way, blow the man down. They're all shit for sailors on board the Black Bull. Give me some time to blow the man down.
Now when the big liner is leaving the dock with a
Way, blow the man down. The boys and the girls on the pierhead do flock. Give me some time to blow the man down. Oh, blow the man down. Oh, blow the man down.
to me.
Way, blow the man down. Oh, blow the man down for a half a crown. Give me some time to blow the man down. Way, oh,
Way, oh,
way, oh, blow the man down. Way, oh,
way, oh, way, oh,
blow the man down. How was that?
Yeah, that was brilliant, Dec. That's a keeper. It was a good idea of mine to get that song in. Yeah, that's going in the show. Right, let's move on to the next section after that, which will be Bertram Rumbumbly. Could we take that from the top, please?
Arthur Bowler and his character Bertram Rumbumbly was a very popular act on the music hall circuit. The Bertram Rumbumbly character was always slightly tipsy and on the verge of defecating and being sick. The audience heartily enjoyed shouting out the catchphrase, "How's your tongue, Bertram Rumbumbly?"
Oh, my tongue! My tongue! Oh! My tongue is fine, for I am Bertram Rumbumbly, not Bertram Bumrumbly.
Hello, Mr. Rumbumbly. I do hope you're not inebriated.
Oh, no, good sir. Barely a blip or plop of porter or ale have I partook. Just look, good sir, just look at how finely I can make merry my feet. Bertram Bum Rumbly. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I meant to say Bertram Tum Tumbly.
Tum Tumbly?
Where?
There! You just called yourself Tum Tumbly.
I did not. Are you inebriated? I am Bertram Rumbumbly.
How's your tum, Bertram Rumbumbly?
Ah, my tum is fine, for I am... Look, sorry, Pat. Is this a proper Victorian sketch? Have you just made this up?
Oh, no, it was very real. He was very popular in the musicals, Dec. Yeah, this is great stuff. Carry on, carry on.
Cheek touch and everything keeps falling off.
You have a very unkempt moustache, sir.
How dare you! I brushed it last week.
Last week?
Yes. It is a fine moustache, very well groomed, unlike the pigeon in your cupboard.
Pigeon? In my cupboard? How dare you? Sorry.
Yeah?
Sorry, how long do you want this chase to go on for?
Depends on how long the show's running at. I mean, we might have time to fill. But I reckon we could get away with 5 minutes of that. It was great stuff. We won't for now. Lynne,
Oh, yeah?
can you go into the next intro for me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we can all agree that the universal appeal of Bertram Rumbumbly still holds today. It really is quite remarkable how the comedy hasn't dated at all. I wouldn't be surprised if in 100 years, watching a man defecating and being sick will still be as popular as it is today. And so it was. There was murder in the theatres and cavorting in the music halls. Yet there was still a sleepy cobbled street in Leek, covered in snow, where huddled under a gas lamp, a Victorian choir could be heard singing a soothing melody.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there, for once she was a true love of mine. Of her make me a cambric shirt us. As we say, Rosemary and thyme, come to me, my hand for to us, for thou then art a true love of mine, for thou then art a true love of mine.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice and everything, but it's very summery for a winter choir, that.
Yeah, but it is very nice, though.
Yeah, but very summery.
Yeah, it is summery, but it's a choral show, Dec, and you have to remember, people have come for the music, you know, so as long as it sounds nice, I'm kind of happy.
Oh. Is that cranberry juice again, Pat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit early for cranberry juice, isn't it, Pat?
Anyway, right, there's supposed to be another song here, but I think we need a different Victorian act that isn't a choral number, you know, like a dance, or a mime, or an instrumental. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll give you all an hour to practice something each, and we'll stick the best ones in the show.
Sorry, Pat, right, so when you say just practice something, what do you mean?
And, you know, anything Victorian-y that you can do, you know, that's not a choral number. You know, like traditional dances or any Victorian theatre or music hall act stuff.
Right, okay.
Right, Lynne, have you got something to show me?
Oh, yeah, I've prepared a mime, if that's all right.
Brilliant. Victorians loved a mime.
You ready?
That was brilliant, Lynne.
Oh.
I didn't know you could do mime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, obviously, that's a keeper. That's going in the show. That was...
Oh, thanks, Pat.
No, thank you. That was brilliant.
Oh.
Sophie, have
Yeah.
you got something to show me?
Yeah, I've just quickly prepared a dance, actually.
Oh, brilliant. The Victorians loved a bit of dance. Let's have a look.
Okay. Oh, Lynne, would you get the music for me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit rough around the edges, but yeah, there it is.
That wasn't rough around the edges. That was, beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
I actually found that very moving.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. I didn't know you could dance.
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
Yeah, was that ballet?
It was classical ballet, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know ballet dancers in Victorian times were prostitutes? Yeah. Maybe we can make something of that. Anyway, that's by the by. That's something to think about. Well, obviously, that's a keeper. That's going in the show. Thank you very much, Sophie. That was brilliant. Dec?
Yeah?
Have you got something to show me?
Yeah, I've got a little something new. Is it all right if I use this chair?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers. Right, I'll just...
Yeah. It was a bit of a downer, that Dec. If you don't mind, I won't put that in the show.
Oh, Pat, Declan could always join in my mime if you want.
Oh, no, Lynne. No, you did that brilliantly on your own.
Sure.
It would be a real shame to ruin it. Maybe Dec could play a prostitute in Sophie's dance.
Yeah, maybe I could do that, couldn't I?
Anyway, Lynne, Soph, your bits are going in. They're both keepers. We'll have a little practice of those before we move on to the next song, Greensleeves.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I lost my love.
heart of gold, and who but my Lady Greensleeves? That one's very summery as well.
Okay, why don't we leave that one for a bit and just go back and do some hymns or something?
Yeah, all right, go and practice a couple of hymns.
So are we finishing up on In the Bleak Midwinter then?
Yeah, I think that one seems like the least Christmassy of the lot, so...
And the show's called In the Leek Midwinter.
Yeah.
Do you know, why don't we sing In the Leek Midwinter?
Yeah, maybe.
We could.
Ask Pat.
Oh, we're still asleep.
Pat? Pat?
Pat!
Pat! Pat!
Pat!
Sorry.
Sorry.
What?
We were just saying that we've decided to finish it on In the Bleak Midwinter, but how about we sing Leek instead of Bleak?
Yeah, great idea. Yeah, go on and give that a go.
One, two, three, four.
In the Leek Midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow. Snow on snow. In the Leek Midwinter, long ago.
How was that?
Yeah, that's great. We'll end it like that. And then bow and wish everyone a Merry Christmas.
It's not going to be Christmas, though, is it, Pat?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I mean winter. Right, so the song finishes and you bow and bow and bow and Merry
Winter,
Merry
everyone!
Winter, everyone.
Yeah, maybe there we just sort of bow and then wave, because I don't think anyone says Merry Winter.
No, nobody says Merry Winter.
Oh, Pat.
Yeah.
Pat. Whilst you were having a nap, we were having to think about what to do if we end up having to stream the show.
Yeah.
So we were thinking that that the show could be like a rehearsal with the director on Zoom or something, and that the camera filming the show would be the director on Zoom. So the audience would be watching it from the director's point of view.
Nah, that would be a right load of pretentious rubbish.
Merry Winter, everyone!